God damn it, Dad, get off our Xbox!
Hang on, I almost caught the dragon.
You almost got me. No, me and Kyle are gonna play Guitar Hero.
I can get him. Wait, where's he going now?
You don't ever catch the dragon, Dad!
No! No, I said!
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Noriega and Brandon.
Let's go! All right! Tighten it up! We got this shit, let's go!
What?
Yeah, tighten it up! Yes! Yes!
Right. Sean Noriega!
Yes!
I'm getting it his way.
NANI?!
Start. Press.
Back!
Rack. This time, Sean Noriega going after 202 kilos, 445 pounds. Let's have some energy in the room for an American record attempt. Sean Noriega, 445 pounds on the bar. He doesn't want to live in the negative. He wants him out of the divot. He wants the bar out of the divots. Come on, Sean, stand up now. All right. Speaking of podiums, you know, Sean is he's in the gold medal position already. Give him a round of applause. All right, 700 pounds.
All right, guys, so we're back from the Arnold Sports Festival this past weekend. It's currently Monday. I was planning on getting this video out last night, but yesterday was just really kind of all over the place. So we're 3 days post-competition, competed on Friday. All in all, in terms of like raw strength and performance on the day, I'm not too upset about how things went. And the reason I say that is just I've never had a meet with Joey where I've felt off or that I felt weak on the day of. Everything felt fantastic. Squats went exactly according to plan. I was hoping, ooh, my oatmeal's ready. Squats went according to plan. 650 was exactly where I wanted to finish for the day, especially since I knew the judging was going to be strict on depth, just because your depth calls are very dependent on where the judges sit. And when I saw that the judges weren't sitting directly on the side, I knew that I was going to really have to sink my squats for the day. But we have the formula for how to make sure that my squats are peaked on meet day, and that's exactly what happened. Bench, I was very, very excited with. I knew going into it that I would be ecstatic with 200 kilos. One, because that's a PR, but two, that was going to keep me on track for setting the American record total. I was hoping for 205 on a third, but with my pause, as you guys could have, you guys saw on the second, I kind of lost a little bit of that tightness in the chest, and the bar kind of wobbled around a little bit. You also noticed that the liftoff guy fucking punched me in the ribs as hard as he could. And I've seen him do that before, but I wasn't expecting it. And with my rib injury that I've had for the past 12 weeks, it just did not feel good. But it's all good. 202 is an American record, so I'm very happy with that. It moved really well. I think I probably had another 5 kilos on top of that, so that's more to come in future meets. And then deadlift. Man, deadlift has given me issues in meets for the past couple years now, honestly, ever since I've switched to sumo. And after the meet, I was just shocked. I was in disbelief, honestly. I went back into the warm-up room, and I swear, like, I couldn't really feel or see, like, anyone around me. I was just kind of by myself mentally and emotionally after those pulls, because I couldn't believe that I had missed 700 twice. I really couldn't. And the reason for that is, in previous preps, I knew that when I had my toes turned way out and I would yank on the bar, that balance was always going to be something that I had to really, really focus on to make sure that it wasn't an issue on the platform. But I was really confident this time around that with turning my feet forward and having a more gradual approach and pulling the bar, that would not have been an issue. But it ended up happening anyway, and in the opposite direction, no less. I had always fallen forward in meets, and this time I ended up falling backward. So who would have known? But I think there are two really important takeaways from this that I can learn myself or re-emphasize to myself and maybe pass on to you guys, because I think that these are really important things, not just in powerlifting, but in anything that you have passion about in your life, which ultimately are going to be the things that keep you going from day to day, right? You're nothing without your passion. And the first one is to have a short-term memory but long-term vision. And that's something I learned from baseball, because if you dwell on the mistakes that you make, you're just gonna get eaten alive, and you are never going to recover. You're never going to grow, and that's just not okay. Like I said, after I missed those pulls, I was so angry. I was so upset. I could not believe what had happened. I just wish that I could have pulled out the gauntlet, used the time stone, and turned everything back to attempt them again, but you can't. And that's the fact of everything in life. You can't, right? So you have to have short-term memory. That's something I learned in baseball, where, if you're not familiar, you fail more often than you succeed in baseball. And it's going to suck. It's going to fucking sting. But you have to move past it. You can allot yourself a certain period of time where, okay, I'm going to fucking feel bad about myself and be pissed, do whatever I have to do. But after that, you just have to move on. You have to forget it. You have to forget it and learn from it and move forward. And that's where the long-term vision comes in, right? Because no matter how many mistakes you might make along the way, if you learn and move forward and make the adjustments from the mistakes you made, you're going to succeed in whatever you want to do. There's no timeline to it. There's no due date to it. There's no, it's going to happen this time. Like, you have to believe that it's going to happen this time, but if it doesn't, you have to believe it happens the next time and the next time and the next time. And until it happens, you have to just keep that in the back of your head, that it's going to happen and that your good habits are going to lead to it. And the second thing is to really stay within yourself. Now, what I mean by that is we all have our own characteristics and temperament, behavior, approach, all of these different things relating to how we treat lifting and how we would treat, a max attempt. And it's really important that what you do in the meet matches up with all of those things in training. Because in training, right, those are the sessions after sessions after sessions where you practice those things and you figure out what works and what doesn't. So if you figure out what works in training, mentally, you have to be able to replicate that, and you there's just no other option. You have to replicate that in a meet, right? I've pulled 700 pounds multiple times, and I was strong enough to pull it on meet day. Hell, I pulled it, right? I finished the lift. I just fell backwards, right? And balance has always been an issue, and I think it stems from just a desire or an anxious feeling of needing to move really quickly and be explosive. And it leads me to trying to do too much. And that's always been a problem I've had. And trying to break the floor too quick or overextending behind the bar instead of just being patient, right? Like I had been all training cycle. It's really important that you stay within yourself, right? Because the ways you've succeeded weren't by accident, right? Those habits that you've formed breed success because they work for you. So it's important that you continue those patterns and those habits, even under pressure and even in competition. But that's what I want to leave you guys with today. I think those are two really important lessons that I'm still, struggling to really fine tune and hone in on. But thank you guys so much. Really, really thank you guys so much. Despite the meet day performance not being what I wanted, this was the best Arnold I've ever had. Just spending time with so many awesome people, spending time with, my lifting family and friends. It was really, really cool. It was a great time. And I just want to thank everybody for the support they've given me this prep, for believing in me, for, the support after the meet. I promise I'm not done. I'm not. I have too many aspirations in the sport. I have too many people to beat. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep pushing. This American record total will fall. The world record total will fall. And that's all I have to say for today, guys. Thank you so much. Like this video, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll just have to go do it in Sweden.